Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a grand campaign event for you. Both sides are going to be swapped for both rounds. So Union campaign will be on CSA for both rounds and the CSA campaign will be on Union for both rounds, just as we saw last week. And on our first map, the Andersons Counterattack, the 42nd Pennsylvania is going to be leading the Union campaign on CSA, and Colquitt's Brigade is going to be leading the CSA campaign side. That is on the Union. Second map for today is the Dunker Church, 59th New York, leading the Union campaign on CSA, and the 30th North Carolina, leading the CSA campaign on the Union side. Server pop for today. It is currently 2:59. Union right now up by 5 on the CSA. In terms of artillery, CSA doesn't have it, Union does, and they're having 10. So that means the infantry imbalance is going to be 5 in favor of the CSA side. And something I forgot to go over is thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like to support, go beneath the video and hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. And now introducing the regiments for today. On the CSA campaign side, who's on Union, you got Colquitt's Brigade, 11th Mississippi, 1st Delaware, 30th North Carolina, 12th Virginia, and the Russian Legion. Whereas on the Union campaign side in CSA, you have 42nd Pennsylvania, 30th Ohio, Hampton's Legion, Free State's Iron Brigade, Pickett's Brigade, 59th New York, 20th Massachusetts, 3rd U.S., 17th Michigan, Irish Volunteer Brigade, and the conscripted Virginia Army. I quickly spat through that because there's a charge going on. Co-commentating with me today is Deckhart. Would you like to introduce yourself briefly?
Hey, that was a pretty good run through. We got a charge going on right away, so let's watch that.
I mean, CSA really just got into that, and they took over the rock relatively quickly. Looks like they got a Union flag down. You do have some Union charging the rear Colquitts, but 3rd U.S. was there to stop them, and they get held. That's, I mean,
HL, 3rd U.S. coming in from the rear there, cleaning them up. Yeah, pretty good job at the CSA to hold.
Union reinforcements, they're pouring back forward, trying to hold the rock. Big part on this map.
You got the Union second wave coming in there. Looks like still pretty even.
Yeah,
MWB coming in late.
I don't think it's going to be enough there. So Union gets a good hold there, very slightly up on tickets as well. I mean, these Andersons, a pretty quick attack from CSA, and actually, they still have their flags up. Union needs to knock them down.
Union has numbers, though. They're going to take this.
Yeah. Good hold there to Union, getting CSA flags down. 5-minute despawn timer on that. Anyways, now that we have a little bit of a calm, Deckhart, would you like to introduce yourself a little more?
Yeah, it's all good. Deckhart, longtime War Rights player, crowdfunder. Been Union for most of my tenure in the game. Have roughly, 3,000 hours or so. Got a lot of experience. Took a little bit of a break. Been back for about a year, 6 months, something like that. And again, good to be back.
Heck yeah. Frontline reporters for today on the USA side. You have Doug from the Colquitt's Brigade, and then on the CSA side, you have Uncle Dragon here from 9th Corps. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. Man, this intro of the video, because of the quick attack, it's been all over the place, but that's a glorious thing. Ticket and balance on this map, CSA, they have a 5% ticket advantage in their favor. It used to be 10%. The devs gave an additional 5% more tickets to the Union defense. That Union defense has the 9th New York with the Springfield 61 and the 89th New York with the Enfield. CSA attacking, on the other hand, they have the 2nd and the 4th North Carolina. Both of those regiments have the option of the Enfield, Springfield 55. More importantly, in this wooded map, the Springfield 42s, the shotguns with the buck and ball. So that could be deadly in the woods, but I mean, for all that, Union had a great start. Union gunners rolling their artillery and their caissons back. But anyways, Dakar, in your opinion, how does each side want to play this map?
Yeah, this is a fun map, Eagle, I think. Looks like we have the Union playing the pretty tried and true strategy. The first thing they did was get their battery back. Looked like CQB was rolling everything back in the very beginning. 11th Mississippi anchoring the far left for the Union. They were the first ones to get volleys off in the very beginning of that charge there. They're followed by RL to their right, and they have CQB anchoring that tree line. Generally, you want to anchor this tree line as the Union and not allow the CSA to skirt your left Union left flank here. So they're playing the pretty good strategy. CSA doing what they have to do as well, trying to push through the Union defense in the tree line, testing, seeing what they got in there. So let's see what happens next.
Indeed. With those 3 CSA flags down, actually it might be all 4. I just saw a 4th one down in the 11 Mississippi's line, but that means no response for CSA unless they pick up the flag, so the only reasonable option for them is to go in and they're going in again.
Pushing in here on 11th Mississippi again. Union left. They're followed, looks like, by the whole team's coming in, whole CSA team. Barring 42nd PAs on their left. They're stopping the CQB, stopping CQB from pushing over here. It's a pretty good idea.
Charge on the rocks starting to fizzle out here. 11 Mississippi eventually getting overrun by CSA. CSA getting their flags back up so they can get the respawns going. See if the rest of the Union
fighting on the rocks.
Yeah.
Looks like CSA has those rocks for the time being.
Be intrigued to see if that Union team collapses in like they did before. It worked out well. I mean, Union, all things considered, is slightly up on tickets. Something, at least I'm a little surprised on for Anderson's, but, you know, you'll take it.
Yeah, generally they'll trade out in the first engagement, but it looks like CSA is just putting the pedal to the metal here, pushing this tree line, fully committing to it.
Union countercharging those rocks, trying to take them back. CSA, if they lose this, they just got to watch out for their flags.
42nd PA rolling over as well as RL into the rocks. Wow. Big fight here.
I mean, what, not even 7 minutes into the fight, and both sides are going to be hit and engaged in a second. CSA first.
Union is sweeping the left side of the rock, pushing into the CSA as they were loading on the back side there. Caught him off guard, it looks like, but CSA does have plenty of guys on that back side.
Yeah, unlike last time, CSA a little better, or I guess playing more conservatively with those flags so they don't lose them and they can stay in the fight. Most of the Union team,
they're consolidating better already, but Union still has a lot of time.
CSA sending more reinforcements, 3rd U.S. trying to shift over and take back these rocks. Look, the amount of bodies on these rocks is insane. I don't know if you've got them up on max settings, Descartes, but there's a lot.
I think I run it at like 100 because the bodies used to like break the game. They used to crash out the game, but I think they probably fixed that maybe.
So one thing they've done good is the optimization. More charging. CSA still kind of having a foothold. Union trickling in more. There is a downed Union flag, but gets picked back up by Microsoft. Runs back. It's Colquitt's and Purstel are now trying to reinforce. This is a crazy Anderson's match.
These rocks are just a buffer for the two teams right now, and they're just using it as cover. They're all running up to the rocks, sitting on the backside, getting their kits. Very interesting.
Man. CSA still slightly down on tickets, though. Union running a couple flags up to the rocks, trying to spawn guys right on top.
Reinforcements to the rocks.
And I mean, Union, there's no reason for them to stop doing this because, one, you want to hold the ground. They've been winning on tickets this whole time. There's no reason to stop doing it if you're Union here.
Yeah, you want to deny this. You want to deny this as long as possible. You don't want the CSA to have the free run of this tree line.
Because, I mean...
Already haven't had much of an opportunity to get used here either, which is the CSA. It does look like CQB's wheeling guns up, though, now, to try to deal with the tree line.
I mean, the thing is that rock, it's the biggest, one of the biggest on the map. So if CSA take that, there's not really a whole lot more that Union can use for defend, and CSA can kind of roll over the map. So makes sense why Union wants to hold this.
Kill each and every last one
But
of them.
CSA's got a good amount of bodies. Actually, they got a pretty good foothold, as you were mentioning. I mean, everyone's just getting on their side, getting their loads. The Union actually has some lines holding further back. It's a Russian Legion for the most part on one flag. Colquitt's, I mean, just holding back, trying to maybe get some side shots, not all clump up for that CSA buck and ball.
Yeah, that could be actually the game changer right here. Whoever starts utilizing that buck and ball. People
What an arty shot
big
from
arty.
Colquitt.
Wow, big arty. Good hit.
That's probably the first time I've seen an arty shot be hit there.
Yeah. CQB probably wheeled that gun up, I believe it was.
I did also see Colquitt's infantry heard them to get their bayonets on, so they might be charging in a second. Here they go. These officers have a team chat that can communicate all Unions charging here.
Union sweeping to their right, CSA left. CQB heading that, it looks like. Really catching the CSA off guard here. Both sides of the rock, they're getting enveloped. Second wave of CSA in the back there, but I don't think it's enough.
Man, we're watching Little Round Top live.
Good battle so far.
But CSA able to get their flags out, which at least is a positive for CSA. But I mean, what a series of events. Union's still kind of pushing out, starting to slow down.
It gets to that point where, like, somebody has to make a decision, right? They're both sitting on that rock for so long. Somebody has to make a decision to do something. It seems like Union were the first ones to do that. And what is the saying? Indecision, you know, something about indecision being worse than making the wrong choice. Looks like the CSA indecision hit them there pretty bad.
Get out of here, Union!
So a couple of Union guys who trickled forward engaging in melee with CSA. CSA line's going to hold. Russian Legion is actually the Union forward group right now engaging with CSA. CSA now going to countercharge that. Russian Legion's going to back off. What a match. Why is there a Union flag all the way out here? Oh my. Iron Brigade gets it down.
That's a mistake.
Stay together. Best we can.
Get back here, you Yankee faggot!
That's, I mean, Union
Ninth
main
New York
spawn
flag.
is a considerable ways away from that rock. That's, I mean, there is a Union guy who just picked up that flag. Oh, he died.
Kill that asshole!
5-minute despawn timer on that unless someone picks it up. Both sides have taken losses.
No way they're getting that one back. CSA's all over it.
Right, they've already pushed up and get a foothold on the rock. Wow.
And the 9th New York has 34 in A and 40 in B, so that's going to hurt their respawns for a little bit.
Straight south over the rock on top to the right.
Nope. Yep.
CS or Union already gets a nice shot in there. I don't know if it killed anyone, knocked over a couple.
Not an ideal arty map.
No, that's for sure.
I can't wait to get nailed by
Looks like we got some 12th VA guys from on the Union here towards point. Got seasoning. They're watching the Union right, making sure the CSA doesn't come through the open clearing. But CSA is just committing wholly to the tree line again.
Not all the CSA is going toward the rocks. 40 seconds. PA is pushing up the left side, trying to get some side shots on Colquitt's. Or not really side shots, just shots at. They got that fucking ball.
Yeah, that looks like they're just trying to match the Union line so they can't get flanking fire on the group on the rocks. Good idea. 40-second there. Although when they get charged or they do decide to charge, they got to move over. Oh, big already hit onto 42nd there.
Oh, I missed it. can see the...
That forward gun from CQB paying dividends. Looks like 40 seconds charging it out with a couple skirms right now on the edge of the tree line. 11th Mississippi is there from the 9th New York to back it up, though. Clean them up.
That's probably the best Union gun I've ever seen on this map. Usually the guns are worthless on this map for Union.
And you got to cut that fuse all the way down because that 42nd group right now is about 50 yards away. They're not far at all. The fact that that splashed onto them was pretty impressive.
Triple canister.
This is loading in slow motion.
Yeah, that would have to be a canister then, right?
Could be. It looked like, though, it was either case or shell.
See if I can see what he's picking up next.
Union's going in again.
CSA looks ready. They're spreading a pretty good line on the backside of the tree line. I do see guys still reloading, though.
I mean,
pretty lackluster push there from the Union. I think they weren't committed.
I mean, CSA was
down in there. They didn't look like they went.
CSA was starting to get a ticket lead too from the whole engagement, and Union losing that charge is now blowing it wide open. CSA up a fourth of a morale stage. And we'll see if Union still wants to fiercely contest it at this point. I mean, they've been able to win on tickets in past doing this, but they've had to stick together as a team. That's the only way you can overpower the buck and ball. But
if you're Union, you look up and you're at breaking. This is dangerous.
I mean, what if they fall back? CSA will just go on the point.
CSA gets one good push here and rotates to point. It's game over.
Only the point of contention was the rock.
Yeah. Well, it has been, right?
Yeah,
another
really.
already coming in. That one looked like a miss, though. Got to give Artie shout-outs when I can. Guys are working hard.
Disengage. I'm one of you. What's going on, everybody? Hey, how's it going, guys?
I just got messaged, I might butcher this word, Insanzo. It's that Italian World War I game.
Insanzo, yes.
Yeah, Insanzo gameplay right now. That's what someone just messaged me.
Yeah. It's a great game.
I haven't played it a whole lot. I haven't had too many people to play it with, so...
I like grabbing the commander on there and just dropping mustard gas and bombing runs on the enemy. It's pretty fun.
I just saw they did an update, or they talked about an update where they were doing like Gallipoli or something.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of different. Yeah, it's a great series of games. That's Tannenberg and Verdun. That's the same developers of those games. Really good series of games, honestly. And they have AI, so it's cool. Even if there's not, you hop on at 4 in the morning, you play against some AI. It's pretty cool.
And for that reason, this is the last War of Rights broadcast. Thank you all.
Yeah. All right,
Switching
guys, we had a
games.
good run. It was fun.
Good while it lasted. Union lines have shifted. They've given up that rock because, as you mentioned, they're about to get breaking. Union's got to get near the point.
CSA's moving here.
I assume
It's like they're 40 seconds shifting over towards the rocks. Making a push, maybe.
If CSA pushes wherever as a team, they should win because Union's spread out on point and in the woods. As you just said, 42nd and other CSA following are going to hit this Union left, which is Russian Legion.
Pull back, guys.
What's up, everybody? My name is... I'm gonna kill your flag bearer. What's up, flag bearer?
Colonel Red of the 59th leading the charge.
Oh.
And he gets killed.
Union hits breaking. CSA close to follow, but that Union team is just kind of completely falling back to the half-stone wall. What a weird, not weird. I really like this match of Andersons. This is fun.
It's a great map. It's a fun map to play when you're in the game. It's either one of those maps where you're dead the entire time or you're killing people the entire time. There's really not much in between. Union has fallen back to this short stone wall on point here. It's actually a pretty good position. Good idea.
I don't think I've seen a Union team form up like this in a long time.
Not since they came out with South Mountain there. But CSA really bullied them out of that tree line at that last push there.
I mean, it's the only reasonable place for Union to go. They're on point. They're facing CSA, at least some cover. I mean, maybe shooting blind a little bit, but I mean, CSA's all blobbed up in there.
Wondering where the other guns that the Union pulled back. Oh, they're not. Yeah, they're not going to be able to use those. They're way too close.
So CSA is starting to cap. It looks like they can cap within the woods, which that's going to kill Union. Because Union's going to have to leave, or at least pile more guys into defensible spots. The rocks in front of the center Union line, where 30th North Carolina is, are cappable. So there's at least some cover there, but not as good.
11th Mississippi might want to move some guys up to that rock there to break that cap, and they won't have to commit their whole team out.
That's a good point. Also, CSA are moving some guys around. Maybe the Union right. HL's brought their flag to the north of point. I don't know if they're trying to get flanking shots, but Union's going to have to move here. Oh. They stopped it.
CSA 42nd moving up to the edge of the tree line. Up there just volleying.
Ooh. We got about 5-6 guys there. Someone yelled brace for volley. I think it was Jam, and no one kneeled.
No one braced.
And then they just got hit.
Famous last words.
So HL is now pushed out of the woods to the north of point, northeast. 11 Mississippi kind of face towards them. Union gunners from Colquitt's here. Now kind of in a bad spot, although still operating that gun. CSA still capping point.
Looks like the CQB battery guys, they shifted over to the original starting arty position. There was a couple guns they had left. HL is tearing into them, though. There's only a couple of these CQB guys on this gun.
They're turning it towards them. They're turning the gun.
It, yeah.
There's 311 Mississippi guys by HL in the woods who I just think ran up and shot down the flag and left. Kind of funny.
HL's not that far, and there's 3 CQB guys. They haven't gotten one of them yet. Oh, there's one.
It's always when you say something. Oh.
Unfortunate.
Did that hit on
Anyway.
That was a great shot.
Oh, it stayed there? It sat on the rock?
It bounced off the tree or something. How'd you... What? That was an insane shot.
I turned away. I see
don't
blood
blame
now.
you.
I see a lot of blood.
It looked like it overshot by a mile, but it went straight down into the center. What?
Artie never ceases to amaze me.
That's true. At least for me, it feels like it's getting better as time goes on, which is good.
Yeah, it's the inverse now.
HL will back
it takes
off.
time.
But look at the tickets, too. Union is starting to get back a ticket lead here. I mean, they're keeping distance from the buck and ball. Sure, they might be shooting blind, but, I mean, Union has good defense spots. Not taking a whole lot.
CQB and RL have inched up onto the edge of the tree line here in a really good spot with 12th VA. It looks like also Union, they're getting into the side of the CSA. Looks like FSB, maybe some HL guys. CSA needs to get their buck and ball over here ASAP to deal with that Union. They'll chew them up.
Exactly, just group up and charge in. I mean, if we just zoom out, the whole Union team is spread out in 2 lines, technically. CSA, kind of clumped up, a little spread out across the map. I mean, great positioning and fire from Union here.
CSA is getting chewed up in that tree line. 59th New York just disappeared.
But, I mean, the good part, at least from CSA being so aggressive at the beginning of this game, is that, I mean, they have time to reform here and get set back up before they want to go in. Which, I mean,
they got 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They could sit back. They don't need to really force their hand here. Really, they're kind of playing right into the Union hand. They're actually doing what they don't want to do. They're losing the ticket battle right now. You're better off just kind of sitting back and slow playing it.
So somewhat, at least half their teams pulled back to those rocks. 42nd PA and Pickett's Brigade have. You got another group of CSA grouping up in the rocks in front.
I think if you're the CSA here, Eagle, you want to flank around to the northeast side, the north side of the map, get back towards your spawn, reset, maybe try to flank the left, force the Union to move off this stone wall, because they're in a really good spot right now, especially with CQB on their flank and RL over there.
Right. I mean, either of the flanks work for me, personally. Who's this Union group of some CQB skirmishers running up, taking shots? Yeah, good thing they're running away. Like, Union has a good lead. You don't want to put skirmishers out there and them getting wiped and skirmishing it out of line and drop your tickets. All the little out of lines, it can add up.
Union really tightened this game up. They've swung it into their favor now. It's going to be should be a good, interesting end to this one.
Man.
Got plenty of time, though. See how the CSA decides to play it.
I don't know if I've seen this map since they did the ticket balance a few months ago. But it seems so far to be doing well. If they spent more time updating this game in terms of like fixing ticket balances, be great. But
well, nobody likes to turtle, and I think one of your only options sometimes when the ticket imbalance is so severe is to just sit and turtle. We saw Cook's countercharge in the SSL event last Wednesday, how that went. Certain maps, unfortunately, you just have to kind of just sit back and pray for the best, pray for the attacker to make a mistake. But the ticket rebalance is much needed because we should have a little buff as the attacker, but I don't think some of the maps were just so bad to where it was almost unplayable.
And I mean, they fixed a couple of them with that stuff a couple months ago, but then some of the changes they made, like giving CSA more tickets on Garland when they had been winning that map for months as a defender, is beyond me. But
CSA bias. I'm sorry. Sorry.
We figured it out. The European devs, their CSA bias.
Don't shoot me.
They're making up for the lackluster support that Europe gave the Confederacy during the Civil War.
That's right. Hey, listen. They're paying dividends now.
Interesting. Union's kind of split up into two. You have the group on the nudge on point, 11th Mississippi, 30th North Carolina, 1st Delaware as well. The rest of the Unions moved out into the woods, kind of pushing the pace on CSA. I mean, Union might be trying to, they have a good amount of ticket lead. I mean, what? It's almost half morale stage, which huge, by the way. But they might be pushing the pace here to get CSA down the final push to knock down that timer to a few minutes.
Union is really tightened up on this corner of point, yeah, and they got a bigger group now in the trees. Good job by the Union.
Wow.
CSA about to go to final push here. 15 minutes left. The indecisiveness of the CSA, it looks like they really fizzled out in their planning. They established themselves well in the tree line, and then it started to fall apart at the end of taking losses there. The Union actually kicked into gear. They swapped roles.
Like, you got Iron Brigade pushed up kind of on the CSA right in the woods. They're the most forward group, at least a couple of them are. They're just holding a line in the open with no cover. And they're almost all wiped. There's one left.
I mean, they got him in crossfire in the tree line. The Union, this is a great job by the Union to just keep the CSA from really doing anything meaningful right now.
And I mean, the advantage of the CSA, it's a very wooded map, which favors attackers, but also with CSA having the buck and ball, the shotguns, right? It's a huge advantage. Union, outside of the rock fighting, which was working somehow in their favor in tickets for the most part, Union's just keeping their distance right now. CSA's not trying to close the gap with their huge team. I mean, CSA, outside of right now, hasn't really been grouped up for the past, 5-10 minutes. CSA is starting to triple guys onto point. 3rd US in particular. And they're starting to cap it.
I think this is where buck and ball, I mean, as the attacker, big arty shot there from CQB. Doing a great job on that gun so far today. I think this is where you see the importance of buck and ball. If CSA had utilized it in the tree line a little bit more, they might have been able to force the Union to breaking first
They're coming in, boys. They're coming in.
a little faster.
Union
Even
charging in the woods.
Ready, boys. Get your box ready.
They have tickets to burn.
it's a good move from Union.
On my left.
Shove it out.
Storm them, gentlemen, kill them all.
Hold it on, BB. Hold it on, BB. Hold it on. Get that officer. Flag on there. Get that flag.
Is there charging in the open field as well? Oh, I didn't even realize. It's
Really
charging everywhere.
disjointed push from CSA.
I mean, I wonder if that Union rear push kind of distracted a good amount of the CSA. Which, Union's going to be forced into last stand, which means they're going to have no more spawns. CSA in final push still has a lot of spawns. Union needs to wipe the CSA flags in order to have a shot at this, and they're charging out to try to get them.
Sorry, I'm a retard.
Run, flag.
Flag, we held. Flag, we
Why?
held. Come back, we held.
No, you didn't. Call to Yankee.
No more spawns for Union. CSA still have all of their flags. 2 minutes is a lot of time. CSA, oh, their main spawn's a little ways away, though.
It's a close one.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. Union, are they going to still... A couple of them are still trying to charge out and get CSA flags, but not enough.
Probably only about a 20-second run back from CSA spawn here. So if they can get back quickly onto the field, make one concerted push onto the Union defenders, the last of them here, they have a chance, but it's going to be close. They only have about a minute left now.
Union just needs more bodies on point when the clock hits 0. CSA starting to somewhat trickle out of the woods from the flag position.
Oh, there's so many of
40-second PA pushing onto point.
Sucker, break that reload right now.
Reinforcements are here. Just hold. Brace.
This is it, Eagle.
CSA is now starting to, I mean, they're trickling in from that flag spawn. Union reinforcements getting a lot of nice shots in. CSA main spawn starting to show up here as well. Is it enough, though?
20 seconds. Down to the wire.
Keep going, guys. Go for the flag back there.
Union mounting a counter push here. Trying to really just keep everybody off point. It's a great idea.
5 seconds. CSA starting to take it. Oh, that might be it.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
That's so unfortunate if you're Union. What a great match. Descartes,
Really
your
well
thoughts?
played. Hey, listen, if the Union, I think they lost a lot in the beginning. I think if they had just slowed it down, tried to keep a little more distance in that beginning skirmish over the rock there, they could have actually won. Really good job to tighten it up at the end. Really good match from both teams. Good resolve from the CSA to keep it together to pull out the victory at the end here.
What a match. This was awesome. Love this. What killed Union, they had a fine aggressive approach at the beginning to hold the rock. And we saw they could charge and, push CSA completely out of the position. A pincer charge, it was phenomenal. But it was the second time they tried to push CSA out. It wasn't really a push. And they were down a fourth of a morale stage there. That was the biggest swing. I mean, Union eventually got up to a half morale stage lead. But even a half morale stage lead wasn't enough. But obviously, if Union would have kept the tickets closer there, maybe they play the round differently. Who knows? But still phenomenal match. So
See the Outer Lines.
yeah. Anyways, really, really good first round. We will see you all shortly for the second round on Dunker's Church. And here we are with the start of our second round. Server pop right now, 274. CSA up by 4. In terms of artillery, both sides have the option. Both sides taking at Union 11, CSA only 3. So infantry in balance is going to be 18 in favor of the CSA side. Now 17, I'm sure they're going to appreciate that. Ticket in balance is 42% in the Union's favor. Union attacking weaponry, they have the 72nd Pennsylvania with the option of the Springfield 61 in the Enfield, and they have the 28th Pennsylvania with the Springfield 61 as well. CSA Defense, 2nd South Carolina with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 61. And they have the 30th Virginia with the option of the Springfield 55 Enfield, but also the Springfield 42. Deck card, in your opinion, how does each side want to play this?
Well, it looks like CSA is pushing out to the defilade early. Interesting play from them. Usually they sit back, in my experience. They're actually challenging the Union out front early. If you're the Union, you want to push the flanks. Attackers love pushing flanks. Union looks like they're committing to the middle defilade area.
If Union doesn't charge here, I'll be surprised. That's 11 Mississippi. I mean, they're kind of putting themselves in a little bit of bull because CSA does have the flank. More Union reinforcements is starting to show up, though. Be a little slow.
Aggressive defense from the CSA so far.
Shoot right. Shoot right, gentlemen. On your right. On your right. They're walking. Kill them.
Yeah, 42nd PA is pulled out really far. Again, nice flanking shots to 11 Mississippi, but they're not going to be able to hold there for long. But on top of 42nd PA and 30th, you got Pickett's Brigade and 59th New York. CVA holding the extreme center of the CSA line, holding back to the left side. You got IVB, Iron Brigade, Hampton's Legion, and 3rd U West. There, at least Iron Brigade's starting to push out. Again, you saw 11 Mississippi pushing center there. You have some Union holding back. The extreme Union right, though, you have 30th North Carolina and 1st Delaware pushing up. Which maybe they're trying to flank around CSA and get into the woods, which Union's end goal generally is to get into the woods. That's where they can deal the most amount of damage and cause chaos, even though CSA has buck and ball. But Union Center, 11 Mississippi, and Russian Legion are being thrown out of that center position. Surprised the Union teammates did not push up. They're now starting to. Colquitt's going through their own arty.
Union just running in the open right in front of 42nd Pennsylvania here. Getting chewed up.
Looks like they're trying to run around and join Colquitt's and hit the flank of the CSA team. Not a terrible idea. I mean, they were kind of in a crappy spot, but Union's changing up plan. At least a good thing there. But again, 42% ticket advantage, something like that. Huge amount.
Already took a good quarter chunk out of it, yeah. When you look at the morale level at the top, do you... Oh, push coming up.
One CSA group that's out on their own. They're going to fall back, but maybe a little too late. More CSA, though. We're going to try to reinforce.
Get on Victory Hill. There's a rebel behind me. Kill him. Kill him.
And Union is going to barely win that. You still got a good amount of CSA sitting back. There.
More coming. Top of the hill.
It's like the remnants of IB sitting back on the ridge for the CSA there, shooting into the Union, who just won that little engagement.
He don't got shit now because he's trash.
They're about 20 yards away from each other right now.
That trash, they're retreating.
CSA looks like they're going to consolidate.
What was that question you were going to say about the morale bar?
Oh, yeah. So when you're looking at the morale, like if I'm looking at it for the Union right now, I'll say Union's about halfway down because you see how it's like faded blue?
Yeah.
Towards the middle. I always like kind of count it towards where it's like solid. Because sometimes I watch like videos, people be like, oh, Union is down like 3/4. Like right now, if you're looking at it, somebody might say that's 3/4. Like they still have 3/4 left, meaning. But that looks like half to me. I was just curious.
See, I would say it's almost halfway, kind of almost 2/3 as well, and between that, that's what I would say. That is.
Okay.
But
Tomato, tomato.
yeah, true. No,
I was
actually,
just
Union
kidding.
Union has a whole morale stage. They haven't lost any tickets yet.
Get on the line.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Union takes the ground eventually. I mean, not all CSA was defending. I mean, a good amount of CSA handling Union right push, which they were able to hold. Apologies for those watching. My game is, I guess, stuttering a little bit when I fly around. I don't know why. Makes me a little nervous sometimes. The motherboard I used to have was broken, and so randomly the Ethernet or Wi-Fi would disconnect, and that was a whole fun little thing. But
I was tempted to make a suggestion, but if your game crashes because of it, then I'm not going to. Union forming up on the, the Union Ridge here, I guess you could call it, right?
yeah, that center area, big line, doing what they did last time. CSA starting to shift accordingly.
It's like an old school tactic here. Just get on this ridge and outshoot the CSA. CSA guns looks like they're starting to zero this Union line here.
Indeed. So I guess while there's a quick little shootout, I'm quickly going to restart my game. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Haven't missed too much. Looks like it's doing better already. Praise be the restart the game. But Descartes, looks like there's been a couple of movements here. What's happened, at least in the past minute or two?
Union has kind of had the 11th Mississippi push up onto point. CSA kind of consolidated back into the tree line, but it looks like 59th New York on the CSA is pushing back out to point to contest the 11th Mississippi. The Union might be trying to early cap here, not sure, but
Early cap wouldn't hurt them per se. I mean, they are.
if you're down on tickets as the attacker, it never hurts to early cap.
True.
It's never a bad idea.
What I do find interesting is the CSA left is really pushed out. Again, they're keeping distance, though. They're just getting some nice flanking shots, and like FSB's all the way. I mean, what? They're almost in the Hooker's push map. They basically are.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But they're getting flanking shots on Union, which is forcing them to, I guess, reposition on that side.
That's a fucking pretty ass.
Union with a pretty big group over there.
Yeah,
They could just push them out.
They could. I don't know why Union is keeping their guys so far back there. But this is such a weirdly positioned dunk right now. Where
Yeah,
everyone's
it's
at.
very interesting. Last map, it went about the way you would expect. This one is kind of going its own route, keeping it interesting.
I mean, the few times, what I would expect this map is Union just group up and hit that far CSA left, which we saw 30th North Carolina, and I forgot the other group with them, hit that side. But, I mean, most of the Union team just went to the center. Maybe that's because where CSA put themselves, but...
Generally, as Union on this map, the strategy is to push the flanks in the beginning. Push the right, push the left, whichever one you decide. I think once they realized CSA was pushing out a little bit more than usual, they kind of just decided to challenge them, maybe.
Right.
And here we are.
So CSA, at least on the road there, back off. The Union right is starting to push up a little more, but they're just keeping their distance. FSB's falling back off of that very far forward position. But CSA is just kind of waiting for Union to push up to the wood line, which Union could early cap to stop the timer and force CSA into the open center area if they wanted to.
If you're the defender, I think your primary focus is good positioning, right?
Yeah.
You want to just be ready to repel a charge, face them dead on. You don't want to get outflanked. So CSA is kind of just sitting back, waiting for Union to commit. Union is kind of just sitting back also. They're really not committing to much yet. Let's see if they consolidate and decide to do something here.
So Union, though, I mean, very slightly up on tickets. I would generally expect that in a shootout, just because trade-off or the trading is generally even in a shootout. Generally. And the attackers have more tickets overall. And if they're trading even in terms of kills, tickets are probably going to favor Union over the long run. But Union's shifting more guys up to the center. That's Colquitt's now running up into the nipple position, which is basically destroyed. Artie's gotten it.
Nipple no more.
Straight ahead, northwest.
Northwest, boy, we can see the smoke. You can see
Which
the flag.
Colquitt's is going to start shooting out the CSA left. Is that HL? Yep, they're shifting from CSA left. Maybe to counter this move towards the center. I mean, Union's got a lot of people in the center. I mean, they're slightly up on tickets, still kind of early on. I mean, Union may be trying to not early cap yet so that CSA can't regain some tickets, even though it's not a lot. But I'm surprised they haven't tried to
CSA
push up the
left.
woods. Yeah.
CSA left, you have IB, FSB. Looks like if they're shifting over to meet the Union towards the middle now. Good idea from them.
Maintain your distance.
Keep shooting, boys, keep shooting.
CSA pushing up on the backside of the church also to contest. Union pushing on to point. Looks like they are going to try to make that early cap. Or at least convince the CSA to get into a fight here.
Which, if you're CSA, I, would keep the distance. I'm shocked there's Union up in the center of the map, and still Union right is holding really far back. 30th North Carolina and 1st Delaware. I mean, they might push up now since CSA's kind of given up the corner of that CSA left side that they generally like to hold in, but
It's hard to tell if Union's trying to cap here or they're just trying to get them to fight. Can't really tell what they're doing.
I feel like they would have capped by now if they wanted to.
Yeah.
30th North Carolina is about to hit that corner. Iron Brigade saw it on the CSA left.
Let's go.
Union just got hit by their own battery.
Praise.
First, the last one is running egg. Oh. Needed the quarterback, gentlemen.
CQB not too happy about that. They're moving away from that spot.
Kind of a half charge on CSA left. Nothing major, but good on CSA to see Union moving and then react accordingly. I don't know if CSA is going to hold this. I mean, 30th North Carolina holding the line well. 59th New York is moving over to assist for CSA.
If you're the CSA, you don't want the Union to get a foothold on this corner of the map.
I'm coming over too. I'm coming over too.
They gotta contest this.
Come here with this stupid.
Yeah, that
Looks like they will.
that road you can't let Union cross and hold, as you just said. Union charging the church. Colquitt's is in the church.
CSA hits engaged first, but Union's right behind them.
CSA moving out of the woods. 42nd and 30th Ohio going to try to charge out Colquitt, who immediately about faces.
Behind the church.
Or Russian Legion pushing up to assist Colquitt. CSA, the much more religious side, clearly, since they're much more fierce about defending the church ground than Union.
Get him in when you can. I'll let you go. I'll let you rip.
So Union right gets held. Good on CSA. Again, they initially reacted well. They got 59th over to reinforce, and that clearly held it. Union Artie hits in the middle of no man's land here.
Actually hit the forward CSA gun directly.
It'd be cool if there was building destruction.
That'd be something, huh?
Artie just starts blowing up the Dunker Church, or just even trees destruction too.
I'll tell you, when they have those Titans in the Halloween event, man, they send the stuff flying. They send the wagons, and it's crazy to see that sometimes.
Awesome. I like the mode a lot this year, with the fortifications and stuff. At least what they did last year with kiting all the zombies wasn't my preference anyways. I know a lot of people like that though.
It's definitely a nice change of pace. I like the Rev event better, but history.
The 1776 one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was everyone just has buck and ball. Which CSA is pushing up on Union right with probably that buck and ball, some of them. But they're just going to hit on the side, get up on that straight fence, and, I mean, Union... Oh. Union's making a push to the extreme CSA right woods, but...
That's a mistake from Union. They better double back now.
Looks like they're going to commit, though. Lone Mississippi charging in.
Half of the Union's charging in, while the other half is literally has their backs to it.
Union already hitting a
Already
couple
hit.
of great shots, team killing, but who cares?
West, counter.
It actually looks like it hit mostly Union.
Never mind then.
unfortunately.
Bad shot.
It actually hit right where they were spearheading their charge. That's
CSA,
unfortunate.
hold that. Union flag gets dropped in the center, but you do have Union right, 30th North Carolina. First Delaware now going to go in, but maybe a little late. But they were kind of far away from this.
Tactical blunder from the Union here. The left group is finally coming back, but it's way too late. You can hear them in game saying they're just noticing now that the rest of their team is off the map.
Charge for the second. No. Down the snake rail. Get that flag out. Get the flag
Wow.
out. Get the flag out.
So good move from CSA there. Really well done. And Union's gonna kind of get defeated in detail there. Union won't lose. Never mind, they're gonna lose a flag. But I'm shocked they ended the zombie event yesterday. Why would you not continue that through Halloween? I don't get it.
Danish things, I don't know.
Their Halloween was actually yesterday.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they'll
Krampus is
start.
pretty cool.
Thank you, RL. Thank you, RL.
Krampus is pretty cool.
That'd be kind of neat if they had a like final stage where you actually attacked the zombie like headquarter to wipe them, and then that ended the event. Something like that would be cool. Obviously, that's probably asking too much, but
General Krampus headquarters. Siege of General Krampus headquarters.
completely new map. That would piss a lot of people off. A whole new map just for the zombie event.
But 4 horses? Come on.
We're not getting horses. Or, honestly, I mean, what? They did the zombie update, and they didn't call that an update. Because they're still saving whatever it is for update 200. Which, we'll see if that's something that you would maybe expect it to be. I will say, though, despite that great move from CSA, I just noticed it. They're down a lot of tickets. Like, a little over a third of a morale stage.
You really can't afford to trade as a CSA on this map.
No.
Unfortunately. You have to win every fight, like, pretty handily.
I don't remember what the tickets were before that. Well, CSA push out, too. Which I guess I can look.
I think he shell-shocked and ran off.
I'd say it was about the same.
I mean,
Difference.
from what I'm seeing on the VOD, yeah, tickets were relatively even, at least at the 29.5-minute mark.
And the CSA ended up losing more, huh? Wow.
It seems that way. I guess
So, yeah,
that
at the
can
end of
happen.
those charges, if you have guys at a line, like they're kind of not really given a
Spread it out.
direction, they're just kind of running around, they're not going to realize they're out of line, they get picked off, stabbed. You lose a lot of out of lines that way. People don't usually think about that, but you got to reform right after you push. You got to stay together.
Damn it, whoever I stand behind dies. Shit.
So Union's just going to repeat what they did again, which, I mean, can't blame them. If it worked last time for tickets, which, again, tickets is the only thing that matters. You can win all the charges, but if you're down on tickets, doesn't matter. But unlike last time, 30th North Carolina, 1st Delaware is going to run up and actually get into the lines here, which should help Union out a lot. Assuming Union already doesn't team kill their own guys. Which that's 2 dunker matches now in a row. I've seen Union already, or at least heard Union already killing their own guys. Little Mississippi is pushing through the only open gap and straight fence at the Dunker Church, and they're going to hit around HL's right on that little campfire.
Yankees, you're a bunch
Right here, 5.
Oh, it's a melee, boys.
142 to 144 dead even split ticket-wise, balance-wise, I should say.
It's good that it balanced out. Although Mississippi won that charge in the woods, kind of hard to see what's going on. At least they have guys left, but CSA still have flags up spawning in guys, and they'll probably be able to clear out Little Mississippi, but it's probably just trying to deal damage in the end. Okay, so I will do a little correction. So that whole when CSA pushed down and got a huge flank on the Union side, the Union was up a fourth to a third of a morale stage at that time. So it still grew, but not as much as maybe initially anticipated.
And I think if you're CSA and you let the Union sit there too long, it
Union
would
already!
more.
Did you see that?
But they hit their own guys again?
Again in the same spot.
Oh my god.
I caught it though. Oh, I know who pulled the trigger too. I'm not gonna say who.
No searching.
CQB is spamming in the chat.
I mean, they got guys with binoculars back on the battery. It's surprising they keep team killing every time, but
at least they're hitting somebody, I guess. That's the RD MVP here for CSA. Anyways, you were saying something before I rudely interrupted there.
I'm not sure.
There's also like
Fair
2
enough.
people on the church.
Probably wasn't.
Oh, I love Artie.
Hey, what did I say? I was hoping they'd get a good round, and they're getting hits, but on the wrong people.
That's true. There was a Stefan's Lot match where it's CSA attacking. They had the point. They were going to hold it during a counterattack and win the game. Union was doing a last-ditch charge in, and CSA would have probably held, but the CSA already shot right into the center of the CSA group on point on the hill and knocked all of them down, wiped them all, and Union just, as that CSA already shot hit and team killed, Union hit, and they overwhelmed and won the point. I don't remember if they won the match or not, but Artie can, you know, impact this in a lot of ways at times. It's
Artillery
beautiful.
double agents.
Yeah. So, I mean, Union's edging cap. That Union gun, I mean, they have at least some of the Union guns have a direct line of fire on the church. I'm surprised they're shooting at the nipple there. Union was there for a while. But CSA defensively is just trying to do this really big semicircle around the Union team, which, I mean, it doesn't look like they have 140 players, though, on infantry because they're just so spread out. But Union could almost charge in on one of these and defeat in detail. I mean, if you see the enemy shooting all around you, that probably means they're pretty spread out.
Got 20 minutes, 19 minutes left here if you're the Union. You got a slight ticket lead. I think you could just keep kind of playing it the way you are. I don't think there's any reason they're going to change what they're doing necessarily unless something crazy happens.
I agree. It's working. Why change it? And I mean, they're holding on point. You can see every time they run up the volley, I mean, they're just capping that point briefly. So
Not a fun CSA map, I'll tell you. There's not much you can do. There's really not much you can do here. You kind of have to commit to just like charging them and wiping them, or just sit back.
which, I mean, yeah, the devs gave a 10% buff to CSA, but clearly still not enough. I mean, what a CSA soldier has to kill about 2 Union guys on average just to keep things even, if not get an edge, which not always easy to do.
And I'm not sure the accuracy of this chart I do have with the tickets.
Yeah.
However, it does say that for 200 players, The attackers get 1,370 tickets, and the defenders would have 900. So that does seem about accurate for the combat we've seen. I'm not sure if that is exact or accurate. But
Union's charging here. Pronged attack. 11 Mississippi going around for the flank. Colquitt's going straight in.
Yeah, slaughter their arty, slaughter the arty.
Fuck those fuckers. Hold the line, boys. Hold this line. Hold the line. Race this fucking line, TV.
strong Union push here.
And look at those tickets. CSA down over halfway through taking losses, about 2/3 down. And Union
Pretty
just hit
aggressive.
taking losses. Wow. I mean, only CSA chance is a turtle, which I think in the rules they're not allowed to. Union's got to watch out for an accidental early cap, though, with slipping guys through there.
Looks like the 11th Mississippi and 12th VA up there on point, towards point right now for the Union. They have CQB watching the nipple area to their right.
The fucking uniforms, why are they blue?
And some 30th North Carolina, looks like. CSA has a group way out on their left towards the Union Battery almost. FSB and IB, it looks like. They are shooting from a distance towards that CQB group.
It's a nice flank, but you're about to hit breaking. You need to put yourself near that point. Which Union is shifting guys towards them. Who's that? 30th North Carolina?
On the line, gentlemen. Peaks and valleys.
I think it just gets to a point here if you're, say, the leader of FSB over here or IB, you want to do something with your guys. You don't want to just have them kneeling in the back for 20 minutes. You want to try to do something, but don't get your team in a worse off spot. So you're just going to try to work some flanking fire. Not a bad idea. Something to do, right?
Right. It looks like they are starting to push back near the church because, again, close to breaking. I mean, the whole CSA team is grouped up behind the church right now. Mostly. And Union is pre-capping. It is fairly early because even though it's like it shows CSA is very close to breaking, but the whole bar will be blank and they'll stay in taking losses for a hot minute. Unless Union, because we're in a campaign, maybe they do want to early cap to cause more casualties to the CSA side. You never know with these campaign events. Seen at West Woods for this event where the whole CSA defense just all spread out and they all died out of line to avoid having their ticket be wiped or token be wiped. Which that was something. But
Your boy Flores, he looks like he's the man in charge of point. He wants to make sure it's going to be Jover. They are going to early cap here. Wow, that's a mistake.
see, I wonder though if it's a campaign thing. Someone just asked, why did you redeem it in the chat? It's a good question. But yeah, in normal war of rights outside of campaign stuff, this is a really bad decision because one, CSA is a sliver away from breaking. If you hit them breaking, you can capture and win. Also, if CSA retakes this, they're going to regain up and be at the same percentage of tickets that the Union's at.
They'll go back to even. That's a terrible. I'm not sure why. Is there any reason they would have done that, Eagle?
It's for the campaign. They're winning this match by a lot. They want to do more casualties to the opponent's token for the campaign tabletop. That's why they early cap to let CSA come out, retake and regain tickets so they can kill more of them. That's the only reason why they do this, and that probably is the reason why they're doing it. Because I agree, this doesn't make sense in any other context.
I mean, you wait 2 more minutes and you end the game there.
Right, but to deal casualties, get more casualties, it looks like. So CSA is going to move quickly on this, which they should. If Union can hold this for 6 more minutes,
There
they
they
can
go.
win. But yeah, CSA's hitting Union.
CSA pushing right now.
Go, 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 give them hell!
5-9 New York, leading the way.
Got a straight fence to the line there. Shoot him, on straight fence, 4 seconds.
CSA coming out of the woods. They're going to pincer this Union group, who's now kind of stuck in the open. That's going to be a down flag there for CSA. Union reinforcements now trying to shift over. Colquitt's largest there.
The counter flank from CQB coming in. I don't know if it's enough, though. Doesn't look like it's enough.
Hold your ground.
Looks like they split up a little bit, too. That's not very good for the Union.
Countercharge to the teeth. Countercharge.
Last little Union wave.
Get on the point. Get on the point.
Counter.
Kill them all!
It's for all the marbles.
Fight me!
CSA looks like they're going to take this. Union just need to get their flags out. And CSA is going to retake and regain about 3/4 of the morale stage here. This isn't the craziest thing I've seen. There was a Schoolhouse Ridge match. Same event with the campaign tabletop, right? Where the CSA side dominated. They early capped the point. And they fought it out for like 10 minutes. And they let the Union team recap it, even though CSA could have held and won. And then they did that a second time. Early capped it, fought for a while, and then let the Union defense retake so that they could regain tickets and kill more of them. This is what you see sometimes with the campaign events. And even though Union had a win there, you know, they want to deal more ticket loss, and this is what it is.
Now it's going to go back to even.
But I mean, based on what we've seen so far in the battle, Union was able to get their flags back as well, which good on them. But based on what we've seen so far, Union will probably just grow their ticket lead back. And I won't be surprised if we see this go down to a final push last stand situation. Because if Union's goal is to deal casualties, they're not going to want to cap right once CSA is breaking. They're going to draw it out. And they have 14.5 minutes to do it too.
So if you're CSA, I don't think you want to even show face right now. Like this group that's out, IB, IVB, they should be back right now. I don't think you even want to be up here. I think you just want to sit back, wait for the Union to start capping again. That's when you spring your attack from the tree line. It looks like Union is moving up already.
CSA hasn't retaken the point.
Again. Yeah, they haven't retaken the point. That's a very good observation.
I thought they would have, but maybe they're like, we don't want to take any more casualties, so we're just going to let this clock tick down. Or they might be trying to push Union into last stand, who's considered the defender right now, although they're probably not going to be able to knock Union down a whole morale stage in 2.5 minutes.
Not enough time. Yeah. Looks like they're kind of conceding, like you said.
Yeah, if you're trying to survive with your token or not take as many casualties, you know, just kind of giving up here. Again, definitely weird War of Rights mechanics, and this is not how you should play this normally. But CSA might just accidentally retake. They have guys running through. A couple 9th Corps guys running through it. They get off in the nick of time. I mean, you need to be in skirmishing at least, which skirmishing means you need to be around 2 or 3 people to be capping. But, I mean, even if 2 guys are off the point and you're on point on the edge of it, you're going to still be capping because you're in skirmishing. So, everyone still has to pay attention, despite that.
If the CSA plays this right, they could win this fight and then win the game. If they play this right. Oh, no, well, no, they can't. Because they'll just recap and it'll go back to even and the clock will start again.
CSA might hit final push, a rare sight. Well, they probably should.
Open it up. Open it up. Spread it out. 3 max basic.
Union already just keeps filing shots at this church. It's kind of funny.
We have 55 seconds left on the counterattack timer here. See what happens.
CSA 9th Corps guys are walking on the point with HL. So maybe CSA wanted to hit sides to breaking. Who knows? They're going to retake. They're going to go up, back up to breaking. Charging is breaking out in a few places.
CSA pushing up. Back to even now. Even game again.
If Union captures point, they win here. CSA.
Remember your training.
I doubt they're going to outright win a fight at this point. Union still has all their flags in the spot they've been this whole round where they've been winning tickets. For all we know, CSA could just fall back and let Union take the point and win the game to end to avoid any more casualties. But again, it's a campaign. Crazy stuff happens. I've seen a Piper's match where Union could have walked up on the point and won the game, but they just sat back and let the clock tick down to 0 because they didn't want to take any more casualties. It's can be weird at times.
I watched back last Wednesday's SSL, and there was the one point when on Cooks we were going to the Union was recapping the point, and I was the only unit moving up to defend the cap, and you guys were shouting in the commentary, "Why are you guys not moving up?" I'm like, I don't know either. I was watching the video back. I said, I don't know why nobody moved up either.
I mean, you guys ended up winning in the end, but man, the team MSG strategy cut it real close. Unnecessarily.
Hey, we left you speechless.
Huh?
We left you speechless.
That's true. Union on cap, starting to take CSA, keeping distance. I don't know if CSA is going to outright try to defend this. I mean, CSA is already down over a fourth of a stage. Flores in the chat is spamming "do not cap" on the Union side. So they're just going to draw this out and deal casualties.
I think this kind of plays back to what we were talking about before. Unfortunately, you can kind of play this almost perfectly as a CSA and still lose. I think they kind of had the right idea in the beginning of getting ultra aggressive, pushing out, shoving out early. But even then, it's still, you know, you start losing out of lines over the course of the match. It's really going to hurt you and add up.
Indeed it is. CSA charging out of the woods, going to hit Union right. Union already hits a nice shot, knocks down a good amount. First one of the day.
Another one comes in, it looks like. Yep. Good CSA push here on the point.
They're going to win on the Union right. Center, though.
They have the high ground. And the worry gets to be, by the end of this, will the CSA be in last stand?
On the right.
It looks like they probably will.
Union left is trying to outflank CSA right. They kind of have. Nice volley on the side there. Who is that? Colquitt's Brigade gets a nice couple kills. Now they're going to charge in. I think you're right. They're going to hit last stand. Union still is keeping their flags up.
Get the fuck out of here,
okay? CQB pushing. Pushing the CSA right from the church. CSA countercharging, doing almost a yin-yang effect. Big arty hit coming in again.
Yeah, that flag's just flying.
Union flags are trying to get out. They're at least going to get 2 of them out. CSA last stand, no more spawns for them. CSA needs to make sure at least these 2 Union flags are down, because they can almost hit Union in the final push, which will lower the clock. And if you don't have your flags as Union, that means you can't respawn.
CSA and probably turn the field.
What the? CSA could potentially win this. Mayfield picked up one of those 2 Union down flags for London, Mississippi. He's running it in the center. Perkins and Morgan trying to get him, but Mayfield's going to get away. Good on him. So Union's going to get
the
3
CSA.
flags. Yeah.
You got to hit the Union to breaking here, like ASAP, to final push. Like, you got to start shooting to their spawn right now.
Exactly.
It's their only chance at winning.
Because every second that goes by right now, you're just letting Union form up. You're giving Union bonus time.
9 minutes last stand. You just, time is not in their favor. You need kills. Kill, kill, kill.
What?
Damn, what?
Yeah, Hex has got too much of an ass to be a daddy.
CSA team, yeah. I mean, you're putting yourselves in front of that downed Union flag, but you're making sure Union can't cross the wide... wow. You can't cross the wide open field freely.
Your back's up to the wall through CS. Oh, big already hit. Your back's up to the wall here. You have no other choice.
Lucian's going to charge where that Union already just fired, or he's going to get close. I mean, every kill matters for both sides right now.
Yep. Let's see if he can use that pistol.
Nice
He's
shot.
got one.
Missed. There we
Two.
go.
They're pretty far now. He might get that flag. No.
Still one flag down. Union holding back. Most there.
Hey, this is close.
Half the team in a shootout. Colquitt's brigade's trying to run around CSA left, though.
Yeah, we cannot hear you, Dad.
Get on the flank.
If you're talking.
At the sprint CQB, let's go.
Fuck him up, dude.
How many men do the CSA have left, Eagle? Check your front line.
It's still alive.
And defended fire.
Well, Colquitt's getting on a flank, getting some nice shots on the CSA side, which CSA adjust accordingly.
I'm horrifying right now.
Pretty good positioning from the Union to reform and kind of focus on getting some flanking fire in, direct fire in. CSA in about the only spot that can be to even have a chance right now, I think, in my
Here comes
opinion.
Union. That's a wide push.
They have all the tickets in the world now, right?
Yeah. So we'll hit them in the final push, but we'll see. Oh, are they going to go in or are they just going to sit in the death blade? Sit in the death blade. CSA are starting to inch back to the point. There is not that many of them left. Frontline reporter just died, so I can take a look. 61. Now 55.
Union pushing towards the nipple right now, going to get flanking shots into the side of CSA here at any moment. Going to be really bad.
Let them come over the top of the hill. Do not go out.
They're just going to push it. They're just sending it.
Union's going to get a very good win here. Anyways, as we close things out, because this is the last of the nice arty shot. What are your thoughts of the round, Descartes? 1-1
Hey,
today.
I think both teams did a really good job, both matches. I don't know what the CSA could have done differently on this one. This is just a tough map for them. I'll be interested to see the ticket totals. Really good job from the Union, sticking with it. And 2 good matches, and thanks for having me.
Yeah,
really fun.
Thank you for coming on. This, yeah, 2 very, very fun rounds. Campaign stuff could make things interesting, but yeah, I mean, this is a very difficult map for CSA. Union just has so many tickets that, to your point, whatever CSA does, it can be difficult. Union has to make a mistake, which tells you that they need to balance the map. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord and Clips channel in the description if you want to check that out. If you're playing in this match, whether it be recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link and I'll put that in the pinned comment. Anyways, appreciate you all. Could not do this without you guys. And we will see you in the next one. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your night.